Hi, welcome to the bathtub. When you hear this, I don't. This is an iconic theme song. I guess it's the theme song.
Greetings, you culture bugs.
That was Bullwinkle Poets Corner. This is Living Poets Corner. I forget what we call it, Living Poets Corner, and I'm just. It's basically where I just read a book of poetry and I read a few passages to you because I don't have anything to tell you about the books except it just gets back to reading poetry in the bathtub, which is good. We don't have to have say the thing about the bathtub, right? Is we don't have to say anything important, and we do a pretty good job of that here at the bathtub. And as you know me as the master bather, but in China, where I got this cool and very authentic monkey statuette made out of Lego blocks. It took me 4 days to put that little bastard together. I'm known in China as Pao Zhao Jiao Shou, which is, of course, Professor Foamy Bathtub. That's a highly esteemed rank in Chinese culture. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Today, I'm going to put a little link to a piece I just did for The Spectator about Dorothy Parker in Hollywood. And Dorothy Parker was a very funny short story writer, a pretty damn good script writer, which is what the book helped remind us that she was actually quite knew what she was doing with the scripts. A funny critic and a difficult, unhappy person, I guess. She wrote a book of poetry, which is when does that come out? I don't know. Enough Rope. It comes out in the 40s. She started off writing verse, and they call it light verse, but it's pretty dark light verse. Her stuff is very dark. The only person that can remind me of as far as verse is Thomas Hardy's stuff. Who's that digging on my grave, and most of those poems of Hardy, which kind of break your heart while you're kind of laughing at them at the same time. Anyway, if you want to read some light verse and it's got some meat in it, it's got some meat on the bones, then you might want to go back to her, and I'm just going to read a couple passages and give you a flavor for her. Enough Rope for this. This is called Threnody. I like this. I'm just going to read the first stanza. Lilacs blossom just as sweet. Now my heart is shattered. If I bowled it down the street, who's to say it mattered? If there's one that rode away, what would I be missing? Lips that taste of tears, they say, are the best for kissing. They're all about having your heart broke, and falling in love and knowing it's not going to last. This is called The Dark Girl's Rhyme. I'm just going to read a couple lines from a couple stanzas. Who was there had seen us wouldn't bid him run. Heavy lay between us all our sires had done. There he was a springing of a pious race, setting hags a swinging in a marketplace. Sowing turnips over where the poppies lay, looking past the clover, adding up the hay. Shouting through the spring song, clumping down the sod, toadying in sing-song to a crabbed god. This is what we call it the epitaph. The first time I died, I walked my ways, I followed the file of limping days. I held me tall with my head flung up, but I dared not look on the new moon's cup. I dared not look on the sweet young rain, and between my ribs was a gleaming pain. The next time I died, they laid me deep, they spoke worn words to hallow my sleep. They tossed me petals, they wreathed me fern, they weighted me down with a marble urn. And I lie here warm, and I lie here dry, and watch the worms slip by, slip by. I mean, some of these are kind of horrific. This is basically about a woman whose life is dead. She's dead. She's been buried. Again, it reminds me so much of Hardy. This is called The Satin Dress. Needle, needle, dip and dart, thrusting up and down. Where's the man could ease a heart like a satin gown? You could sew a heart up with a needle. See the stitches curve and crawl round the cunning seams. Patterns thin and sweet and small as a lady's dreams. Wantons go in bright brocade, brides in organdy. Ginghams for the plighted maid, satins for the free. That's what we got here. Here's one. I like this one a lot, but I can't read the whole poem. Just the first two stanzas, and maybe I'll read the last one. It's called Rainy Night. Ghosts of all my lovely sins who attend me too well my pillow. Gay the wanton rain begins, hide the limp and tearful willow. Turn aside your eyes and ears, trail away your robes of sorrow. You shall have my further years, you shall walk with me tomorrow. The regrets you go to bed with every night, especially when you get older. She'll always have new ones coming along. The last stanza, I can't read the whole thing, but it's I think quite powerful. Roam with young Persephone, plucking poppies for your slumber. With the morrow there shall be one more wraith among your number. These ghosts of these regrets may include her ghost at the end. Not light. It's not light verse. It's dark light verse. Okay, here's a famous one. Inventory. For be the things I am wiser to know, idleness, sorrow, a friend and a foe. For be the things I've been better without, love, curiosity, freckles, and doubt. 3 be the things I shall never attain, envy, content, and sufficient champagne. 3 be the things I shall have till I die, laughter and hope, and a sock in the eye. Just read. Here's one about men's general review of the sex situation. Woman wants monogamy. Man delights in novelty. Love is woman's moon and sun. Man has other forms of fun. Woman lives but in her lord, count to 10, and man is bored. With this the gist and some of it, what earthly good can come of it? That's the sex situation. Nothing good is going to come of it, basically. Last one. This is called observation. I like the shortish ones. They usually have a good punch at the end. If I don't drive around the park, I'm pretty sure to make my mark. If I'm in bed each night by 10, I may get back my looks again. If I abstain from fun and such, I'll probably amount to much. But I shall stay the way I am because I do not give a damn. So she could sleep well and take care of herself and eat well, but she doesn't give a damn. Anyway, there's the immortal Dorothy Parker, and a little connection to a piece I wrote about her below, or if it's not there now, I'll put it on soon. Okay, stay safe. Poetry in the bathtub. Bye.